What's up, folks? So, it's early morning. This is September 1st, 2020. So, we made it to chapter 9 of Jumanji. Congratulations if you're still here. So, yeah, September 1st. It's the first of the month. Alright, so, man, excited that we finally got this video out. We have been working on this project for quite some time. So, let me tell you how this all came about with this video titled The Tribute Between Myself and King 7. It was a Tuesday morning, I believe it was. I get a message out of the blue at the office. Now, a little background. I'm a fan of music. I'm a fan of not all rap music, but some of the rappers that I listen to. The ones that are more complex, the ones that actually have something to say in their music, the ones that use multiple syllables, the ones that can kind of chop, like rap a little bit faster than the normal ones. Tech Nine, Twista, Eminem, Busta Rhymes, that type. You know what I'm saying? The ones that can just just come up with these sick lyrics, like give me the knocking, I'ma chop it. It came in with rubber, but he came in and went tomorrow, but I'm gonna lock it down and hop in the pocket like empanadas. Like some from Tech Nine, you know what I'm saying? Lyrical type situations. At the end of Not Alike, Eminem, Invincible with the pen at the pinnacle, the sick individual. You know what I'm saying? That type of like crazy lyrical skills like that. I can't even do that stuff. But I'm a fan of his. I found his music a while ago, some way or another. I think he might have sent me some lyrics or a couple of tracks. Then a message. After a while, I put up a few songs of his on my channel. Okay, I keep getting cut off because the phone's trying to connect to Wi-Fi around here. Okay, so basically, I was honored when he came to me and asked me to be on this track because it was like a Tuesday morning. He sends me a message. We've been back and forth now. We're like friends now. So he hit me with a message, said, "Hey man, I got an idea for a song. I'd like you to be on it." I was like, "Okay," because I'm not really a rapper. That's not really what I do. I've done a couple of features. You know what I'm saying? There was the one with my man G, "The World Is Flat." The thing with West Blaze, the Flat Smacking remix. One little thing where I kind of freestyle myself, the Truth Session. That was another Flat Earth track. And it's cool when I talk about Flat Earth. Everybody's cool with me when I talk about Flat Earth for some reason or another. It's just when I get into other topics, people say that I'm being divisive. But we'll get back to that in a second. So he sends me that message saying that he'd like me to be on this track with him. And I'm thinking, all right, I'll do my best. So I immediately start writing rhymes down. After a little bit, few hours, he sends me a message with the beat. The beat was just crazy. The bass, the horns, and all that stuff. The way that it just kind of amplified. I listened to the beat, and I'm just sitting here like, all right, cool. Yeah, I think I could do something with that. And then, like later that night, he sends me basically the whole song except 8 bars where I can jump in at. So he comes up with the idea, sends me a beat. He found a beat, and then by the end of the night, he's already got his verse and the hook already laid out. So there's just this empty spot in there where I have to jump in. So that took me like 2 weeks to get my stuff together, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't rap like that. So it took me a little bit to get my verse together. And I still had to go back and tweak it until I went down to go visit in St. Louis. Even after we went live in his studio, I still had to go back and record one more time because there was some stuff I wanted to add. There was some little tweaks that I wanted to do, add some syllables, things like that. But I appreciate that he invited me to that track. I really do. He had seen that I've been posting about racial injustice, police brutality, and the like, and that's what I've been doing. for a while on my Facebook and on my Instagram, because why wouldn't I? Because at any point it could be me getting pulled over by the police, getting snatched out of my van. You know what I'm saying? Or the police coming to me, coming in hot, being overly aggressive, and then putting bullets in me. It could be me any day. Because it's obvious that the police do not treat everybody the same. And I put up these videos that show differences in police treatment. I'll put up a video that shows a retired police captain specifically talking about how they target black people. I'll put up a video of a cop telling a lady to calm her down. Oh no, it's cool, we only kill black people. And for some reason or another, there's so many people who don't even want me to discuss this type of stuff. I don't know why so many people can't make the distinction between someone saying Black Lives Matter and then someone being a member of Black Lives Matter. Just the same as you can say that the earth is flat. You've heard me say that the earth is flat for years, right? And then what happens? These ignorant trolls come out of nowhere and they say, oh, you're a member of the Flat Earth Society. Or they'll put that little meme up there where Flat Earth Society, the PSYOP, government-controlled agency, they said some crap like the Flat Earth Society has members all over the globe. And then they're like, say that again slowly. We've all seen that one. We all know that Flat Earth Society is a PSYOP. I mean, when somebody talks about the Flat Earth Society, you probably don't even bother with it because you're not a member of the Flat Earth Society. But for some reason or another, I can say Black Lives Matter, or I can use the hashtag Black Lives Matter, and all of a sudden everybody's like, you know that's a CIA-funded organization, hey, George Soros, hey, the money that they get is going straight to the Democrats. Oh, you support Biden now? I'm like, no, I'm not down with BLM. I'm not a member of Black Lives Matter. I don't mess with that raggedy organization. What, the LGBT agenda pushing folks? You mean the folks that are out there burning, rioting, and looting? You talking about I'm down with them? Really? Are you stupid? Can you not make the distinction from like one from another? You do it with the Flat Earth Society. These are people that are supposed to be critical thinkers saying this stuff. What? Get it together. Get it together, man. What are you talking about? You think, what? The earth is flat. Does that mean I'm a member of the Flat Earth Society? Absolutely not. If I say Black Lives Matter, or if I put a hashtag Black Lives Matter, that does not mean that I'm a member of Black Lives Matter, the organization. Can you not make the distinction anymore? Did you just lose it? As soon as you get away from Flat Earth, you can't make that distinction outside of that realm? Is that what happened there? Is this like a degree of willful ignorance that's happening right here? I don't understand what's going on. But for some reason or another, that's what's going on in people's head, and they have a hard time making that distinction. Now, about what I wanted to cover here is how I'm getting so much feedback saying that discussing these things is being divisive. Sure, we'll go with divisive. So I'm going to use Flat Earth. Now, as far as discussions about Flat Earth, I have spoken to countless people who have come to me saying they don't have anybody else to talk to about Flat Earth. I don't have anybody else to talk to about Flat Earth either, which I feel like is kind of weird that you would come to one of the Flat Earthers that's more popular than a lot of other Flat Earthers that you know. But it's okay. I still have time to chat every now and then. But people talk about how when they mention Flat Earth, that their friends will laugh at them. People speak on how when they discuss Flat Earth with family members, that their family members will laugh in their face. You'll bring it up to Christians and you'll show them the Bible verses. Pastor Nate got fired for doing that. I think that's divisive. You're losing friends. You're, splintering relationships within your family. People are losing jobs. My goodness. what, Brian Mullen, didn't he have to kind of go underground because people were calling his job, telling him that he was presenting flat earth physics out there for everybody to see? I mean, wasn't that a problem? Did we not have a issue with that? Thank you. All right, too, man. Um, did we not did we not all witness that happening, or am I making stuff up? Didn't that you know cause a little bit of division? It caused division in family. It caused division amongst friends. Flat Earth is a very divisive topic. Not once have I ever heard anybody say, "Hey guys, maybe we should stop talking about flat Earth because it's causing issues in people's relationships." I haven't ever heard anybody say that. I haven't ever had anybody come to me and say, "D, look, this information you're putting out here, these experiments, doing these laser tests and all that, buddy, hey, I know, I get it that the Earth might be flat, but you need to stop talking about that because other people are talking about it and it's causing division." Not once have I heard anybody say that. But for some reason or another, when we start talking about police killing people, and all lives matter, right? Because all lives matter. If somebody in the community decides to speak on the concept of law enforcement taking lives of people, and if all lives really matter, then if somebody says Black Lives Matter, then you should just be like, "You're damn right," and move on. That's not saying Black Lives Matter more than other lives. Nobody says that. Nobody's even saying that. Crying out loud. It's just a simple reminder, if anything, that hey, this group of people seem to be targeted to a degree. So I don't know. Maybe there's an issue to discuss here. Maybe there's a grievance that needs to be heard. Um, you know, it's just weird how there's a focus on the organization, but nobody seems to address in the comments why the organization even exists. Like, are these people making stuff up? Are they just throwing out these scenarios that nothing's really happening, but they're just making things up? They just want to play the victim. Is that what's going on? I mean, if nothing's really happening, then no one will really be discussing these things. If people were mad at Colin Kaepernick for kneeling during the national anthem, which, if you haven't heard the third verse of that thing, does in fact glorify the killing of slaves, which was written by Francis Scott Key, who was a huge racist because he was so excited. I could put up a video about that too. It's on my Facebook. I could load something up for you real quick. But anyway, but yeah, if everybody's just mad at him for kneeling during the anthem, saying that he's disrespecting the flag, why not look at why he's kneeling during the anthem? He was actually protesting police brutality. That's what he was doing a while ago, and he was doing that quite peacefully. Now, did anything really change from that? No, not really. Which is, again, the problem. Police shouldn't be going around murdering people. Police aren't supposed to be. This isn't Judge Dredd. Police are not judge, jury, and executioner. They don't get to run around and say, "Okay, this person did this person was doing that, this person was being aggressive, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to kill him." How is it that somebody can go shoot up a church, kill 9 people, and they don't end up getting killed, but a guy selling cigarettes on the side of the road can get choked to death? I don't understand that. How is it that, there was a double murder last year? Caucasian male. He ends up killing 2 people, and he's cuffed back by the police car, sitting on the ground, and they got him cuffed on the ground, keeping him comfortable. They're, pouring water in his mouth because he's thirsty and all that. He just killed a couple people. But Tamir Rice is on a playground with a toy gun. 12-year-old Tamir Rice is on a playground with a toy gun, and he gets killed by the police within seconds. There's no, like, as far as I know, there's nobody around. He's not like pointing the gun at anybody. The police show up and they kill him. This kid Kyle from last week, just a little bit on that. I find it odd. I find it odd. He had just killed two people. He's got the gun strapped to his across his chest. He's running towards the police, waving his hands. The police ignored him, drove right past him. Like he was trying to get himself arrested. He was trying to turn himself in, and the police wouldn't even pay attention. But the fact of the matter is, this is something that affects my life because I don't think I would have lasted very long if I was running towards the police with an AR-15. I wouldn't have got very far at all. They'll shoot you because you say that you're going to get a gun if you look like me. So there's a difference in treatment. There's issues with police brutality. There's issues with what happens after the cops kill somebody in the aftermath. And then to address that isn't divisive, in my opinion. And I don't understand why so many people can't make that distinction. It's not like automatically by saying these things, by addressing these things, that people go straight from he's talking about police brutality, that means he hates all white people. That is not true. That's not true. Don't be silly. That is not what that means. Are you serious? Having a problem with police killing people? Obviously, like what? That immediately goes to he hates all white people. That's stupid. Don't be stupid. That's a ridiculous idea. I don't know why so many people make that distinction. By pointing out racial injustice in what happens with these police, that's why I put that line in the song. Because people say, what about black on black crime? A cop killing a black man has absolutely nothing to do with black on black crime. Police are supposed to be held to a higher standard than civilians are. And that's why I said when a black man takes a life, he's sentenced to prison and doing a bid. But when a cop kills, he gets to go back home and he can be with his wife and his kids. That's the difference. That's the difference. But we discuss these things, and these have been divisive topics. 9/11, there's still people who believe the official story. Nobody calls that divisive. People talk about mud floods, Tartaria, that empire and all that. You'll go put that stuff out there. People are like, I'm going to stay away from that. So it's dividing camps, right? Yeah. There's flat earthers versus globe earthers. There's debates all the time over this stuff. There's ridicule in the mainstream about us, and then we go back and do the same thing with them. Isn't that being divisive? Yeah, I think so. Oh, don't we talk about the mainstream media all the time? A lot of us don't believe anything that happens in the mainstream media. A lot of us don't trust the fake news, and a lot of people do. So you go back to your family and you tell them that MSN, NBC, Fox, all that bull crap is just propaganda. And then you got people around you that actually believe it. Isn't that a divisive topic? Doesn't that make it a divisive topic? I think so. But nobody condemns that. Nobody condemns those topics. We know, look, I get it. Race is a social construct. I get that. I've acknowledged that a while ago. Yeah, race is a social construct, but we still have to operate within that social construct, and we still have to navigate our lives based on the thought process of people around us who are also bought into that social construct, just like money, just like the monetary system. We all know that the currency is fake. We all know that they're printing the paper money and it's backed by absolutely nothing. We all know that, but we still operate within that. Nobody's saying, you all need to just stop using money altogether. It's a fake concept. Nobody does that. Because we know that we have to operate within that. And some of us actually have to navigate our lives in specific ways, for better or for worse, based on the social construct called race. I get that. Because we're all part of one race, the human race. But everybody doesn't know that. Everybody doesn't get that. And a lot of people are still having issues trying to figure that out. And if there are disparities between how there's treatment of specific groups within the human race, then I think that's something that's worth talking about. And I don't think that anybody should be condemned for talking about that. And that's my opinion on it. Um, and I'm not an entertainer. Uh, you don't really have the right to go to somebody and tell them what they should and should not talk about. Just, just saying. Anyway, gonna go ahead and get ready to head upstairs. You all take care. Thanks for tuning in. Don't even know if you got this because the comments aren't even running anymore. They just stopped a while ago when things were freaking out, but it is what it is. Thanks for showing up. Y'all take care. Have a great day. Peace.